Friends, welcome to Yadnya Investment Academy. While transferring money online, we come across various acronyms like ECS, NEFT, EFT, RTGS and IMPS. And after demonetization, UPI payments and mobile wallets have gained popularity. In this video, we would see what is the difference between all of these and what to use when. Let us first talk about ECS, which is nothing but Electronic Clearing Service. Anyone who has an SIP must be aware of this type of transaction, as you give an ECS mandate to transfer funds from your bank account to the mutual fund. This is called ECS debit, where through a single debit instruction, money from large number of bank accounts is transferred to a single account of the institution. Similarly, there is ECS credit, which is an exact opposite of ECS debit. Through a single ECS credit instruction, money from a single institutional account is transferred to a large number of bank accounts with various banks. ECS credit is used for distribution of dividends, pensions, salary, interest, etc. So in short, ECS is used for transactions which are repetitive and periodic in nature. ECS is being replaced by NACH by many mutual fund houses. Now, NACH is nothing but National Automated Clearing House, which is better in clearing services as it integrates various regional ECS systems into a single national payment system. So, people who have newly started their SIPs would have seen that mutual fund houses are getting the NACH mandate signed from them in the SIP form. Now, let us compare other type of transactions like NEFT, debit and credit card transfers, RTGS, IMPS, UPI and mobile wallets on various parameters. The parameters on which we will compare these transactions are a transaction limit, what is required for these transactions to complete, what are the charges involved, what are the timings of these transactions, and what is the time required for completion of the transaction. Let us now talk about National Electronic Fund Transfer, which is nothing but NEFT. Using NEFT, you can transfer funds from one account to another. The accounts involved could be individual or corporate accounts at any bank branch participating in the NEFT scheme. Even cash deposits up to 50,000 rupees can be credited to the beneficiary account at NEFT-enabled branches. You can transfer funds up to 10 lakh rupees using NEFT, and for the usage of NEFT you need your net banking along with internet connectivity of course, and the beneficiary needs to be registered, which can be registered with the help of account number and IFSC code. The charges involved could be anything from 2.5 rupees to 25 rupees plus applicable GST based upon the amount that is being transferred. Now these charges are as per ICICI Bank and could be different for different banks. NEFT transactions happen in batches and the batches are scheduled from 8 am to 6:30 pm and the transaction is completed on the same day. Next is real-time gross settlement or RTGS. With RTGS, you can transfer funds from one account to another where the accounts may belong to the same or different banks. Real-time gross settlement is specifically used for high-value transactions, that is transactions which are above 2 lakh rupees. So the transaction limit on RTGS is 2 to 10 lakh rupees. For using RTGS, you need your net banking along with internet connectivity and the beneficiary needs to be registered, which can be registered with the help of account number and IFSC code. The charges involved could be different with different banks. In case of ICICI Bank, for an RTGS transaction from 2 to 5 lakh rupees, the charges are rupees 25 plus applicable GST. And for a transaction from 5 to 10 lakh rupees, the charges are rupees 50 plus applicable GST. You can use RTGS from 8 am to 4 pm. Normally, in case of RTGS, the funds are expected to be received by the receiving bank in real time. And the receiving bank is supposed to transfer the amount to the beneficiary account within 30 minutes of receiving the fund transfer message. The timings indicated for NEFT and RTGS here are from Monday to Saturday, excluding 2nd and 4th Saturday. Next is Interbank Mobile Payment Service or IMPS. Using IMPS, you can transfer funds from one bank account to another where the accounts may belong to the same or different banks. Here, the transfer happens instantly and you can transfer a maximum of 2 lakh rupees per day. For completing the transaction, you need to log into your net banking, which obviously needs internet connectivity, and the beneficiary needs to be registered, which can be registered with the help of account number and IFSC code. The charges as per ICICI Bank could be anything from 5 to 15 rupees based upon the transaction amount. These charges could be different for different banks. In case of IMPS, you can transfer funds 24/7. Next is Unified Payment Interface or UPI, which employs IMPS itself. But in case of UPI, the downloaded app connects to your bank account and generates a virtual payment address which is referred in all the transactions. So you're not passing on your bank account and IFSC code for every transaction. You can have one virtual payment address or you can have multiple virtual payment addresses for various accounts that are linked on your app. Here you can transact up to 1 lakh rupees per transaction, and the transaction happens instantaneously, which does not require beneficiary registration. So with this UPI app on your smartphone, which is internet connected, you can transfer funds to the virtual payment address of the receiver, and for completing the transaction, your MPIN has to be entered. You can also transfer funds using account number plus IFSC code here without the beneficiary registration. Transactions can happen 24/7 and there are no charges involved in case of UPI. In case of BHIM app, the transaction limit is just 10,000 rupees per transaction. UPI can also operate without internet connectivity, and for more information on that, you can watch our video What is UPI? Next are mobile wallets or e-wallets. Mobile wallets act as intermediary between the sender and receiver. You can transfer money from your bank account to your wallet, and from there then you can use it. So in this way it provides safety as it now doesn't need to access your bank account. Transaction limit is 20,000 rupees for individuals each month and 50,000 rupees each month for merchants. For using your mobile wallet, you need your smartphone with internet connectivity and the recipient's QR code or mobile number. There are no transaction charges involved and the transactions can happen instantaneously 24/7. Charges may be applicable if you want to transfer your money back from your wallet to your bank account. Examples of mobile wallets are Paytm, PayUmoney, etc. And now coming to debit and credit card transfer, also known as electronic fund transfer. In this, you can transfer funds from one bank account to another, where the bank accounts may be with the same or different banks. Here, you authorize the bank to credit funds to the beneficiary bank account. Here, RBI acts as an intermediary between the sending and receiving bank. The transaction limit depends upon your bank and the card type you use. You can use your debit or credit cards online or to buy things at shops. If you're using them at shops, the swipe machine needs to be connected with the internet and you need to enter your PIN when you swipe your card. In case you're using these cards online, you need to enter your card number, CVV number and expiry date. There are no charges involved for the card holder. The transactions can happen 24/7 and the transaction is supposed to happen instantaneously. Do note that the charges shown here for NEFT, RTGS and IMPS are as of today and are subject to change. What can be concluded by comparing all these online transactions is that UPI and mobile wallets seem to be more beneficial for transactions up to 1 lakh rupees, and for transactions above 5 lakh rupees, NEFT seems to be more cost effective than RTGS. But do remember that in case of NEFT, the transaction completion would be batch dependent. So that's all on this video. Thanks for watching this one. Watch this space for more such topics. Before we end, we want to let you know that Yadnya Investment Academy's first book, which is a collection of 108 questions and answers on mutual funds and SIP, can be bought on Amazon, Flipkart, etc. And the link to buy the same is mentioned in the description of this video. If you have any queries, do let us know in the comment section below our videos. And if you like our videos, please do subscribe and share. See you in another video. Until then, happy investing.